Hello people, how you all doing? This is your girl, RIKKIE Apiodun. And of course, it's another episode of the RIKKIE Show. Yes, that's right, yeah. And you know, I will do it on the RIKKIE Show. And the RIKKIE Show is brought to you by the RIKKIE Royal Concept Limited. And of course, yeah, you know how we roll on the RIKKIE Show. Yeah, okay, but today is just gonna be me. Yeah, we're gonna be rubbing minds like we do on the RIKKIE Show. I have something juicy, something interesting, something of course we all can relate to for us today on the RIKKIE Show. Okay, so we'll be right back as it's the RIKKIE Show, but then we need to make some cool money.
Let's rock RIKKIE Show. Look, listen, and live.
Welcome back, guys. It's the RIKKIE Show with your girl Rikkie. Yeah, I know some of you call me Angel Mary, and I am still the Rikkie baby for the RIKKIE Show. So it's just gonna be me and you people on today's episode of the RIKKIE Show, and we will be talking about marriage. I know this is not going to be our first time we'll be speaking about marriage, and you know, for every time on the RIKKIE Show, for every discussion, we'll be back to continue for wherever we left it on previous episode of the same topic. Okay, so we're talking about marriage. We're going to be rubbing minds on marriage this time around, okay? And yeah, what part of marriage? You'll be wondering, what part of marriage? Because we all know marriage is an institution that we cannot start with the conversation and finish it in 100 years, because every day people get married, and every day we have different stories from different people depending on how the married thing and whatever surrounds the marriage is affecting them. So on today's episode of the RIKKIE Show, and on our topic marriage, we're going to be choosing this aspect of mother-in-law. Mother-in-law. The mother-in-law, it's not particularly about the groom's mother or the bride's mother. This is a combination of both of them, as long as they are mother-in-law. Mother-in-law for the man, mother-in-law for the woman. Okay, so what do I have to say about mother-in-laws in marriage? You all know that whatever we discuss on the RIKKIE Show, it is not me trying to impose anything or to project whatever onto you all. It's just me sharing my experience. It's just me bringing, okay, whatever anyone has told me on the show, so you guys can, you are free to have your reservation. You are free to say, oh no, it's not like that with me. But we all know fingers are not equal, and what is 6 to you might be 9 to me. But basically, we're going to be sharing on today's episode of marriage and mother-in-law aspect on what it's supposed not to be. On what it's supposed not to be. I don't know it all. In fact, I don't even know anything. But yeah, we have people who tell us their experience, who share their stories, and you know, we just, you know, pick it up from here, pick it up from there, pick it up from here, then we'll try to bring it on the show and share with you people. You might have a contrary opinion, but yeah, it's have to be something you can relate with. Okay, so mother-in-law. I am not saying it's not right for you to stay with your children. Like, okay, it doesn't matter if you are the groom's mother or the bride, or if you are the man's mother or the woman's mother. What I'm trying to say is, you gave birth to your child, and your child is not married. That does not exclude the fact that you can't stay with them. Of course, you can live with them, but please, there are things that need to be, I don't know how to put it. When you stay with them, fine, you can guide them, you can caution them, you can protect them, but I think it is essential that we give them the liberty. We should give them the space to enjoy their marriage, to enjoy their union, to enjoy their home, by not interfering in their issues except you are invited to. my opinion might be childish, but I think from people who have shared their experiences in marriage with mother-in-laws, I think I'm a mother too, and someday soon, by God's grace, I'm still going to be a mother-in-law, and I intend to be a good one. You know, I have a mother. I have my mother who stayed with me. Literally, if you do not invite my mother, she will act like she's not seeing it. And I have days whereby my mother will see a lot, and when my husband is out of the house, my mother will call me and say, hey girl, you are doing it the wrong way. You don't have to treat a man like that. That's not the best way to treat your husband. Sometimes I'd be like, Mommy, can't you just listen to my own side of the story? At least tell me you have taken the right decision. You have done the right thing. You have done the right thing, but no. No, I am not trying to hype my mother. I am just saying that is who she is, and she's not pretending that that is my mother. But the thing is, for whatever issue you're going through in your home between you and your partner, do not touch my daughter. Do not lay hands on my daughter. You guys can shout, you guys can do whatever you choose to each other, but do not lay hands on my child. And yeah, I am not going to use my mother to judge other mothers, because yeah, we have mothers and we have mothers. You know, some mothers are incredible, unbelievable. Yes, that's the truth. Some mothers are incredible, unbelievable. Because when you see certain things that they do just because they live with their child, because they live with a couple, you know, regardless of being the wife's mother or the husband's mother, they do things that, because you don't want them to keep mentioning your name to everyone who cares to listen, you try to be careful not to tell them, Mommy, you are doing it wrongly. You are not being fair with your judgment and all that, you know. But then again, yeah, before we continue, we will be right back, because it's the Rikkie Show. Yes.
Let's Rock Rikkie Show. Look, listen, and learn.
Okay, welcome back, and it's the Rikkie Show, and we are still talking about marriage and mother-in-laws generally in marriages. Yes. Okay, so I was still using my mother as an example, and I said there are some mother-in-laws that are incredibly unbelievable. What I mean by that is there was a grandma. Funny enough, it wasn't the child who was sharing the experience. It was actually the grandma, the mother-in-law, that was sharing the experience. Like literally, she is the wife's mother. She's the wife mother, and the daughter gave birth and was like, okay, Mommy, I want you to come for Omugo. Like, okay, I will feel more comfortable with you taking care of my child, because I just gave birth, and you know, I might snap at any time. You're still my mother. You will be able to condole my naughtiness, you know. And yeah, that being the first child of the lady, and you won't believe what happened. The mother went there. She didn't say no that she's not coming, actually. So she went there. Day one, it was still the wife who got out of the bed, you know, took care of the baby. In fact, the mother had to call from my room that, oh, please, I need all tea. The child had to make tea, make the food, and do the necessary things, do the cleaning. At first, she thought, oh, probably because Mommy just came in yesterday, she's pretty tired. That's our mother. It was the grandma that was telling us the story that, okay, maybe because that the daughter was like, maybe because Mommy just came in yesterday, she must be pretty tired and all that. So the day two, same thing happened. The day three, same thing happened. And day four, do you know what this daughter did? The daughter actually told the husband that, honey, please, my mom will have to go back to our husband's house. And the husband was like, what happened? He said, you see, I thought Mommy was going to come help me with the baby. But unfortunately, I am now the one taking care of two babies. I am now the one taking care of two babies. And the husband was like, Don't you think mommy will feel offended? He said, no, she's my mother and she's not. The reason why she's not here on the visit because I'm lonely. She's here on the visit because I thought she would be able to take care of my child. And you know what? The mama was saying it and she was not angry. She didn't even say anything bad in it. She was like, me, I don't have strength. I don't have strength. I have taken care of her. Let her find a way to take care of her child. I can't blame her though, because maybe her bones are weak and she's just trying to be fair, you know. But really, I still think from this part of the world that we belong to, especially the Yorubas, no matter how old you are, once your child gives birth like this, the strength, at least you're not going to wash clothes for them, you're not going to sweep their floor, but bathing the child, the little baby alone, it's some kind of joy. Like, I literally love to watch my grandmother, even my mom, when they bathe for my kids. Like, wow, this is cute. You know, I even learned to do this thing early, you know. But it was so fun. The grandma was saying it, and because she's old, probably in her late 60s or early 70s or thereabout, I was close to asking her that, Mama, that you went to your child's house and you could not take care of the child, of the baby. You know, I can't blame her though. But in essence, why I'm sharing the story is she was not fair. She was not being fair to our own child. So now let's imagine if that was the husband's mother. If the mama was the husband, it wouldn't have been something she would say and would be making you. She would be joking about it like, what's my own? He said I should go and I left. I don't have anything to lose, because how can she invite you to come and take care of her own baby? You know. And it wasn't as if when this mama too got married at early stage, she was the one who started taking care of her children herself. Why would she not do it? Okay, you know, some of us, we are naturally lazy, that even before we get to the stage of being a grandma, we are already telling ourselves that the things my mother did for me, I don't think I can do it for my children. No? But really, we can do better as mother-in-laws, okay? In this kind of situation, if it was the husband's mother, it would have been a different story. And the wife cannot even send the mother away. It's going to be war. Okay, so we'll be right back, and it's the Rikkie Show, guys. Yeah.
Let's rock Rikkie Show. Look, listen, and learn.
Okay, so welcome back, guys, and it's the Rikkie Show, and it's about me and you rubbing minds, and me, you know, sharing my experience about marriage and mother-in-laws in general. And of course, yeah, let me just chip this in. On Rikkie Show, you all know you can sponsor us on Rikkie Show. You all know you can place your advert on Rikkie Show. You already know that you can book us for your showcase, for whatever it is, your company, your whatever it is you want to showcase to the world. You're free. You can invite us. We will come. Okay, we need sponsors. You sponsor us on Rikkie Show. Okay, so let's go back to our topic, which is the marriage and the mother-in-law in particular. Okay, so as I was saying, the mother was not fair here, and if it were to be the husband's mother, it would have been a different story entirely. Okay, so you know, and we can do better. And then again, there are some mothers, yeah, that when they live with their children, either for omugo or they are just there on holiday, you know, they don't stay where their children put them. Yeah, they don't stay where their children put them. They are always all around. If their children have 20 neighbors, they already know how each room looks like. I don't know. And before you know it, it will start bringing problem to your children. You know, before you know it, there will be unnecessary, you know, things that will start to occur. like, you know, you are seeing too much of every other person in the compound. You are the mama who knows that yeah, Lagbaja has kini kon, yeah, Tamedo has kini kon. For crying out, except your children are always in these people's apartments. You have no business to be in their apartment as their mother. Except that you are familiar with the fact that, okay, when my daughter or when my son is around, they go to that room to play. Except for that, if they don't, you don't have any business to sit in their neighbor's house just because you want to know what is happening there. Because these things that we are even talking about, it doesn't just start as being a grandma or as an adult or being a mother-in-law. It starts from as young as we are now, that we can't sit in one place. When we visit our friends, we have to visit every other person that is their neighbor. Like, what is it? If you don't know, indirectly you bring troubles to your children. And if it's a house built by your children too, come on, mama. I'm not saying you don't make friends. I know you like to see things, you like to see people move here and there, but just take it easy. You know, just take it easy. And then again, there are some mothers who see a lot in their children's home, and instead in some circumstances when they need to caution them or just call them, like, do you call me Muferi, like, I want to see you, I want to discuss something with you. Some grandmas, they don't do it. Before you know it, they will start calling their auntie, their sister, their cousin, mama, one of their friend that they grew up together, start telling them their children business. The wife is not allowing him to have my time, or all the money he's making is the wife is spending it to. All the money she's making is the husband that is collecting it from her. All the this, all the that. By so doing, you bring problems to their home. You know, in fact, there are some mothers that they are the reason why a man will not love his wife in totality. Some mothers are the reason why the wife will not even love the husband in totality. We can do better. It starts from when we are single into when we become mothers and when we grow up to become grandmas, okay? Mother-in-laws, yes, we can start. I'm not even going to go to the area of father-in-law, because in this part of the world, we rarely have fathers who go to stay with their children when they are married. You know, the men have to, like, just be wherever they are. So this is basically for we, the women, the young women. You can learn this, okay? And I know, of course, that upbringing at times matters a lot. The way a person, an individual is brought up is different. You know that? So it affects a lot, and we do a lot of wrong things as women, as mother-in-laws, that we do not see it as being wrong, but they are wrong. But really, I hope we do better. We become better mothers, better mother-in-laws, and you know, life become good. Okay, it's the Rikkie Show, and your girl is still here, Rikkie, and we will be right back.
Let's rock Rikkie Show. Look, listen, and learn.
Welcome back, guys, and it's the Rikkie Show, and of course your girl is still here, Rikkie baby, for the Rikkie Show. Please, so before I conclude on this episode and on this topic, please, I am begging, no mother-in-law should come for me that please, I'm flexible, you can correct me that no, it's 6 on your side, that's why you're saying it like that, but it's because it's 9, that's why I'm saying the things that I'm saying. No, please, I don't have thick skin. No, I don't have thick skin. I might be black. My skin is not thick at all. So you people, I'm flexible to correction here. And like I said before I started this episode, and like I used to do, that because I'm sharing my opinion does not mean it's the way it should be. You can have a entirely contrary opinion. You know, you can have entirely different opinion. You can share with us, you can tell us. And if there are areas we are not touching, you can just drop it in there. Okay, why don't you talk about this? Why don't you talk about this? And you know, if you're going through one thing or the other that people rarely talk about in the society, and you wish it should reach or a lot of people, the audience, people out there, you can share them on Rikkie Show. You can send your stories if you want your story to be talked about, to be debated about. Maybe it's some people, when they speak out about their pain, they become relieved, and life goes on, and they'll be fine. So whatever it is, you can share with us on the Rikkie Show. You get that? And if you have something you want to share on Rikkie Show that you think you want to say it with your mouth on the Rikkie Show, we are open, okay? 100%. Okay, on marriage and mother-in-law in particular, this is where I'm going to hang it till I see you again next time on the Rikkie Show, on another episode of marriage, where we'll take another segment of marriage to discuss. Okay? So before I leave, I would like to say a very big thank you to God Almighty for making this episode a success. Thank you, God. And to our director, thank you, sir, for being amazing. We appreciate you. To everyone behind the camera, I say a big thank you to you guys. You guys are the real deal. I give an accolade. To my stylist, Tutu Bands, thank you. Two hands for only you. Thank you, God bless you. May your life be beautiful. Thank you, I appreciate you. And to Crown City Park and Resort, I say a very big thank you to you for giving the Rikkie Show the privilege to use your space for their show. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. God bless you. And to everyone watching the Rikkie Show, sharing the Rikkie Show, telling someone who will tell another person, encouraging me to promote the Rikkie Show. I say a very big thank you to you, and may God bless you. Thank you. I love you till I see you again next time on another episode of the Rikkie Show. No, I am not going yet because I've not dropped my question. Okay, so yeah, the question is before I finally run along. Okay, here is it. If you and your wife operate the same account, and your mother as the man needs 50,000, and your mother as the woman needs 50,000, what will you do? What will you do? I think that's pretty simple. I can even answer it, but then it's left for you. You can drop your comment, your opinion, however you feel about this segment on our comment section under this video. You can send us message on our social media handles, our contact numbers, anytime, any day, wherever you are around the world. I love you.
Come, let's watch Rikkie Show. Let's rock together, Rikkie Show. Rikkie's waiting, let's rock minds. Let's rock Rikkie Show. Come, let's watch Rikkie Show. Let's rock together, Rikkie Show. Rikkie's waiting, let's rock minds. Let's rock Rikkie Show. Do you have your wife seated? Give me your attention. Rikkie's waiting, let's rock minds. Let's rock Rikkie Show. Do you have your kids seated? Give me your attention. Rikkie's waiting, let's rock minds. Let's rock Rikkie Show. As you munch your popcorn, give me your attention. Rikkie's waiting, let's rock minds. Let's rock Rikkie Show. Come, let's watch Rikkie Show. Let's rock together, Rikkie